Hi, welcome to Press Red, Stopping Violence Against Women. I don't think there's anything as close to the heart of God than this is in our contemporary world. I want to thank you as leaders for being part of this movement. And I want to commend the people at Press Red for taking up this anointing, taking up this task for such a season in which we live. I got really tired as a Christian leader of hearing from woman after woman after woman who would go with this story of violence to a pastor near her and be sent back to learn how to submit more to her husband who was abusing her. I was outraged at the time. I remain outraged that this is something that's happening not only in the world, but also in the church. And I believe wholeheartedly that it's time to press red, to stop the violence against women. And I also believe that this is a calling of what it means to be like Jesus in the world. Jesus was one of the best advocates for women in his day. He was the best advocate for actually treating women with respect and with dignity. The early church was one of the best activists and advocates for women in ministry and women being treated differently. The Apostle Paul, even though he's been misused against women, he's actually one of the men that has forwarded the advances of women and equality and dignity and the purposes of women on the earth. And it's time for the church. What would happen in your community? Think about that. If your church was known as a place that empowered and protected women who were vulnerable against violence and abuse, it's time for the church to be salt and light in the world. It's time for us to reflect the values of Jesus and the kingdom in our society by saying no to violence and to stop violence against women. So thank you so much for your commitment to this, for showing up at this leadership event. And please allow your church to be part of the solution, part of the kingdom coming on the earth by stopping violence against women.